Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to the Balanced Me Show. We are so excited to be here and amazingly see myself and Ebun in the same color. And we didn't plan it. We just showed up and we're like, what? What happened? Did we send out a memo? Thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and you're sure in for an amazing time. On the Balanced Me show, it's all about love, life, and all that falls in between. Our show encompasses expressions such as visit to the Bloom Lounge, the one we are having today, evening of gists, relationship insights, and knowledge sharing with the Queen and friends. And we have the question and answer also with the Queen and friends. On the show, we usually share knowledge around principles essential for blooming, living life to the fullest. We get comments from and answer to questions asked by our participants, such that individuals experience balance, harmony, clarity, and bliss as they live out their authentic selves. We believe that lives become very, very easy and beautiful once the knowledge gap is breached and individuals are willing and intentional in all their dealings. So that's what we do on the Balanced Me show, and it's been amazing. We've had this show for the past 2 years. We've been on for 2 years, and we are really so excited at what we've been able to achieve, the lives we've been able to touch, the impact we've been able to make. And I'm so excited about something this afternoon or morning here. You know, when I saw a book coming this afternoon with her name, Eblomo Falomo PhD, that wasn't there the last show we had. And Eblomo,
Right.
congratulates you. Well done.
Thank
It's
you.
been a
Thank you.
journey, and I really, 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 really do celebrate what you've done.
Thank you.
You've done
Thank you.
amazingly well, and I send you loads of love and hugs from here. Well done, well done, well done, sis. And she's going to be putting me on the hot seat today. Wow, I've put a freezer underneath my chair so that as the heat is coming, the freezer will be cooling it off. Over to you. We are here for conversations, and our people, our fans, our friends are ready to glean so many things from us today. So over to you, Ebon. We are ready. Let's
Yes,
roll.
we are ready. Thank you so much, Ayo, for all you do. Thank you for not holding back at every point in time. Thank you for not holding back. And these are part of the conversations we're going to have today because it's not a common thing. That personality is not a common thing. So I want to say thank you for not holding back. I know that you and I had a conversation, I think it was yesterday, how that people like me, we have to process and process. And in the course of processing, you just decide to just let it go. And not paying attention to the fact that that which was laid in your heart, it's not by mistake, it's not by accident. It is actually the universe bringing the need of somebody into your mind for you to be a solution to. And that is why I'm saying thank you for not holding back at any point. You have always come forth to show forth yourself. And when I say show forth yourself, is to mean that you have not allowed what people will say hold you back. You are just like we would say in the Christian fold, yeah, all about the master's business. And that is what you have been doing, helping humanity. And that is why I'm saying thank you so much. Um, we started our journey of friendship in 2020, and it has been an amazing journey with you. Learned a lot silently from you, and I'm so glad I have you in my corner. Thank you so much, Ayo. And thank you guys for always coming on board for us. Anytime we call, you're always there to listen to whatever we have to say. And for as many that will be watching this recording later, thank you very much. And we believe that you're going to learn from this conversation. Yes, this evening I am interviewing the person that is always be is always the interviewer. And that is how Lawrence. You see, are you experienced a level of leap in the last 1 year and even in 2023 that has raised a lot of questions? And I just felt, yeah, it's not going to be a bad thing to have you sit like a celebrity and we ask you questions so that people can learn from your journey of life. Your case is not the case of time and chance happened them to them. You walk through the journey and you have learnings to show for it. And that is why we are here. So, guys, I don't want you to see it as one of those things. I want you to pay attention to the unsaid words. I want you to listen to what she has to say and the learnings that she has to share. This is about learning. See, guys, we have to, for those of us that are going through some things, you don't have to have the experience.
Mm.
You can get or learn from the experience by sitting on the shoulder of somebody who has gone through it. And that's part of the things I want you to pay attention to this evening. So thank you very much, Ayo. Without wasting much time, let me just ask Ayo, just the first question is tell me about yourself. Just tell us, share your who are you? Yes, that's the word. Who are you? Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ebun. Before I share who I am, I'll just say something that happened to me in the course of the year. I had a bit of an emotional meltdown, and I had a conversation with my coach along the line, and he asked me. He said, "Ayo, who are you?" And at that point in time, I couldn't answer. For a season, I forgot who exactly I am, and I just kept looking at him. And he kept asking, Ayo, who are you? Ayo, who are you? But thank God today you are asking me. I'm not looking at you. I can give you who exactly I am. Ayo is an highly efficient people and systems organizer, solving complex problems that deliver both personal and organizational bliss. So that's who I am in a nutshell. I'm someone who is highly efficient when it comes to people. I'm someone who is highly efficient when it comes to putting systems in place, such that at the end of the day, people experience bliss, people experience harmony, people experience clarity. So when you come to me, you can be sure that you're living with clarity. You can be sure that things that are a bit hazy, gains clarity. So that is me in a nutshell. I know a lot of people will be expecting me to say I'm a teacher, I'm a lawyer, I'm a farmer, I'm a this. No, those are my roles, the different roles I find myself playing. But in my core, when I'm stripped of all these titles, when I'm stripped of all these roles, and I'm maybe taken into an island and told to start all over again, these are the things that I know I have that can help me build from the scratch again without anything, as it were.
Wow. She said something about knowing who you are. That's the essence of your being, knowing who you are. And I'm grateful because you did not just come up to say that you had always known who you are. That means at some point in time, you didn't even know, maybe because you were in your wilderness,
Yeah,
you were having that
I
wilderness
forgot.
experience, you forgot who you are. And this is to say that, guys, regardless of whatever you are going through, that who that you are is inside of you,
Mm,
and you don't have to lose it. You might forget. That's why we are human. Some things will happen that will make you want to forget. But
mm,
who are the people in your corner that are fueling your spirit?
mm,
Are they the people you talk to and you are drained? And
mm,
in fact, they make it worse for you.
mm,
You heard her say that she has a coach. That means she has a coach that she visits.
mm,
That coach understands his assignment. You
mm,
understand? So you need to know who you are. You will also be in the situation or in the wilderness where you tend to forget who you are.
mm,
Don't feel bad about it.
mm.
Just ensure that when you are in that wilderness, that's why we are human beings. Part of my affirmation every morning is I am a mind, I am an emotion. I live in this earth suit, but I am very in tune with my spirituality and divinity, saying that before I am human, I am spiritual.
Mm,
We just live in this human flesh.
mm.
Everything about us is spirit.
Spiritual,
And
absolutely.
so if you have the right people around you, they will help you bring out, they will know that, okay, this experience you're having is just
The
because you're
spirit.
in this flesh. It's
Mm,
because you live on this earth and you must have the experience of the people who live on earth. But regardless of that, you are spirit
mm,
because everything about you is from your inside. And
mm,
this is why Ayo has been able to be highly efficient in everything she does because at every point in time, she's able to tap into her spirit,
mm.
into that realm to bring out. Remember what I said when we started? I said, thank you for always yielding because the truth of the matter is this thing is always in our radar.
Yeah.
It is for you to say, I pick it, and you run with it. It is for
Mm-hmm.
you to say, okay, if I now do it, what will people now say? Will people
Mm,
now, what will, you see? But the
mm.
truth is, the spirituality in you, the divinity in you has already given you the assignment. I don't know how many
Absolutely.
of you listening to this and understand this good book that I read said everything we need for life and godliness has already been given into us. And
Absolutely.
that is what Ayo had made us understand. That she's not just a super, she also needs to tap into the resources that have been made available, even when she is down. So who are
Mm,
the resources around you?
yeah.
Who are the people around you? Thank you very much, Ayo, for letting us know that you also have your down moment. And that's
Oh,
where I
yes.
go. And that's what I want to, because we all see your emails every now, very early in the morning, even when she's not in Nigeria, the time zone is different. You receive her email, you see her post on social media, and you want to wonder, how is she doing it? Is it that everything is rosy? I know Ayo, but I want her to tell us, Ayo, is it always that rosy?
Oh, no. Ebun, thank God you said it is not all that rosy. But one thing that keeps me going, Ebun, is purpose.
Mm,
There's a saying that when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. And for everything I do, there is a purpose behind it. I don't just wake up to say, you know what, let's do this. And we are just doing it. Yesterday was my birthday and I had a fantastic time. I had a swell time. People, family was represented, church was represented, career was represented, friends was represented. It was just so beautiful. And after all, we had to clear up myself and my daughter, woke up early again this morning to do the dishes and all. Then I now realized I needed to do something that I didn't plan for. So I was about going back to bed when I found that I needed to do that. And I had to stay up a little bit longer. So by the time I was
mm,
done, that was around 7 a.m. my time. I said, okay, let me catch a few hours of sleep. And my alarm, Tamilore. So, mommy, it's 9 o'clock. You need to get up. And that was when I called you. I said, Ebun, can we shift this show? Can we make it tomorrow? But when I looked at it again, I said, you know what? Let's do it. People have received the message. Some people are already waiting to, hook on. Some people are already waiting to be a part of it. And that was why I got up. So naturally, my body was saying, "Ayo, you know what, sleep a little longer."
Mm,
But purpose
mm,
said, you know what, get up and do that which you have to do. So for me, all that I do is about purpose. Why exactly am I doing what I'm doing? Why? So when I am able to establish that why, even when things are not as they should be, I keep going on. And then I surround myself with the right set of people. And when you happen to be one of those people in my corner, you happen to be one of those people, that I call. I have my coach, Chris Fowe, he's there. I have my husband, Femi Lawrence, an amazing, cheerleader. I have my siblings as well. So who are the people that are in our corner? Who are the people that we call on when we are down? So it's not always rosy. It is not. There are times, especially earlier this year, I've had different roller coasters over the years and all, but this year was just one of its kind. I was in that season for 6 months, from January, almost 7 months, till mid July, because of the relocation and all and all and all. It was a bit of a pressure on me. And it was at that point that Chris Weber asked me, I had a session with him. I said, Ayo, who are you? And I couldn't. He asked me over and over and over. And I was just looking at him. And he said, that's where we need to start from. If you're able to remember who you are, the others are just easy. So it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been all rosy challenges. But who are the people in your corner that you can call on, that understand you, that know you really, 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 and they will say, you know what, this too shall pass. We know you. It's just for a season. Can we hold your hands and ensure that you come out well on the other side? So yeah, it hasn't been easy, Ebun. But you know, having the right people and also grounding myself, also reminding myself those things, doing those things that put me in that plane of stability.
mm.
My affirmations, you also mentioned you have your affirmations, my affirmation, my exercises, you know, my meditation, keeping in touch with the
Don't
word of
worry,
God
we'll
has.
talk about your secret and we'll talk about your
Oh,
secret
sorry.
weapons later.
I am jumping
We'll
the
talk
gun.
about
I am
we
very
have
sorry.
not gotten there. Okay, so this response is so profound. Knowing who you are and understanding your purpose. Why are you here? To say that when you find yourself in a situation, you wake yourself and you say, why are you here? Why are you doing this? Your purpose is what keeps you restless, wakes you up in the middle of the night to say
That's
you
just it.
need to do this. You need to. If you
Yes.
don't do this, souls are attached to
Yes.
your skirts. They are
Yes.
perishing. When you
Yes.
remember this, forget
Mhm.
about the churchy way.
Mm.
This is about humanity. To
Yes.
say, Ayo, if you don't show up
Mm.
in 2 days,
Mm.
how many couples are you
Mm.
sending to the grave?
Mm. Mm.
How many human beings, how many mental health people, people that have mental health trouble,
Issues.
how
Yeah.
many of them are you sending to yield to that ideation of suicide?
Mm.
When you remember your purpose, the only thing is, even in that space, when you remember your purpose, even when you don't have the strength, a little step, just
Mm.
show up.
Mm.
Just show up. Keep
Mm.
showing up. That 6 months that Ayo was talking about, I happened to also walk the journey with her. And Do you know that I was still attending to clients?
Yeah.
She was still doing the things she was doing. Imagine if at that 6 months she just disappeared because she's going through and she didn't remember that she has some other things to do for people. Because I also remember telling her at that point, I am a very spiritual person. I'm not religious, but I am a very, I just told her that, see, I believe this phase will pass and it is for you to experience a shift. And that means you still need to be here because some people are not at that level that you are. So you need to share the things that you already know and give to people below to
Yeah.
make them stand. And that is the why, that is the
Mm.
purpose. And
Yeah.
she was able to go through it. And you see, that wilderness is because she had to move to another level,
Mm.
because she had to be promoted. It
Mm.
was like an examination for her because she had to be promoted. And I can say that she actually went through it well because she came out and she became an high flyer again. And everybody, look at this. Hey. Even me, I'll be like, where is this lady getting this energy from? You know, when she hits the floor like this, she hits it and she keeps moving. And these are part of the learnings we want you to take from this meeting, to say that we will go through it.
Yeah.
Even as Christians, we're told that we'll go through the difficulties of life, but be of good cheer because he
Yeah.
has already overcome it, but you need to experience it. So that when
Mm.
you experience it, you're able to talk about it.
Mm.
She is a mental health coach. She will understand if her clients come to say, I am overwhelmed. I am
Mm.
going through, I can't just see myself leaving the bed.
Mm.
I'm
I
just
feel
sleep.
blue.
I'm just, she, because she has gone through it and there's some things she did to come out of it.
Yeah.
She understands it. Remember what I
Mm.
said, time and chance did not happen to her. She went through the wilderness journey.
Mm.
And so don't let us run away from our challenges. Let's face it, like we said, get the right people in your corner that can help you. What are the things you do? What are the things you're
Mm.
doing that can help you in that wilderness journey? She was looking at the purpose, the reason why she was here, and she can't afford to miss it.
Mm.
I'm sorry, I'm sounding so spiritual. Even Jesus Christ went through that journey of wilderness. Do you know what kept
Oh
him going?
yes.
Because of the crown that the daddy has promised, that if you
Mm.
go through this thing and you behave well, like we used to tell our children, if you behave well,
Mm.
look at this crown, and you will be the owner of. And that was the why, that was the purpose that kept Jesus Christ going. We all have
Yeah.
this thing, this solution in a. Will you now say because something happened, you will just throw in the towel? I was
Mm.
really
Mm.
challenged this afternoon on my side, morning at Ayo's side, when she said, "Oh, she did this. Can we postpone?" And all of a sudden, she just said, "No, Ebun, let's do it. Let's do it." I'm a processor. I want to start processing and start feeling okay. If you don't feel up to it, and you see, just do it. Look at her looking glowing. You won't believe that it was that same Ayo that said, "Can we postpone?" Because she was feeling somehow. But when she remembered that, no, I have people waiting for me. I have people that sent messages to. I have people that I want them to hear this and be changed. And that is why we are here. Thank you very much, Ayo, for embodying the things you teach. It's different things to have the knowledge. A lot of us, we go to school and we know it, we know this, we know physics, we know it, we are so knowledgeable, but we are not applying it. And that's part of the problem we have in this part of the world, where we have a professor of economics that is not even able to pay his children's school fees.
Mm.
It's a lot.
Mm.
And this is because we run away. We don't want to face our challenges and
Mm.
walk through it and ensure that we have a purpose. I need to do this. I need
Mm.
to do that. Embody what we are teaching. So that's what I'm trying to say. We
Yeah.
just have the word of mouth and we don't have anything to show for it in our lives. we need to learn to embody it. All those Bible passages, all the Quran verses that we cram, that we know, that we can talk about, are we living it?
Mm.
Are we living it? Is it
Mm.
finding expression in you? So
Mm.
thank you, Ayo, for letting us know that in the face of trials, we can still thrive. In
Yes,
the
we can.
midst of thorns and thistles, we can still thrive.
Mm.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so this question, I don't know if I should ask it. What was that pivotal moment? We know that in life, a lot of things have happened, health challenge. If you did not attend Ayo's birthday party, hey, let me talk about that birthday party. Have you seen a virtual birthday party where we have over 60 people attending? As in virtual birthday party, over 60 people attended, and it was interesting. I was in that party and I was like, this girl, she's so full of everything. You know that we are all full of everything. What are the things we are? What are the things you are allowing to sabotage the expression of the good life that you desire? What are those things? You need to. Before the year is running to an end, you want to think about it. What are the things you want to start doing differently in
Mm.
2024?
Mm.
We don't want to gossip about her again. We don't want to talk about her that is she the only one and this and that and that. I'll be, hey, how is she doing it? You also have the power and the ability, the
Yeah.
capability to do it. And this is what we are sharing
Mm.
this evening. So I want to ask, what pivotal moments or what experiences triggered your journey of self-awareness
Hmm.
and
Wow.
personal discovery?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ebun, for that question. I've always loved to counsel. I've always loved to share what I know with people. That has always, been with me over the years. And in my church, I happened to be in the counseling department, the general counseling department. Then after some time, I was called upon to join the family life team. Then after some time, I was called, myself and my husband, we now became part of family life counselors. So we counsel intending individuals, we counsel even married couples. But I found out that it was always very tough, working with some individuals because we were just using our native intelligence and so at some point we'll just get stuck, then we will resort to the very very convenient things. Let's be praying and fasting. And I found out that people were getting uneasy about that recommendation. So I just said, you know what? Let me also get better. So I started thinking about it. Then in 2017, we went to Rwanda on Christmas holiday. So myself and my family, we went to another family, and there was another family that came. So it was a big house, and we were three families in that house. So I was now having a conversation with another um, um, couple, one of the husband in the other family, in the third family, and we're just talking generally. And he was now saying that, oh, that in his organization, that they have a coach, that they've that's been placed on retainership. She does this, she does that, she does this. She's a mental health practitioner, and da 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 da. And I was like, I think it will be great. I also get certified so that I can also, become better, recognize, and I can do more. So immediately, and I remember that I have Praise for Always number on my phone because it came to our church to take a few people through addiction recovery. And as I'm talking now, a lot of things are coming again to me. It's just amazing. Because where I am now is where, I'm talking about those things that made me to start the journey. So I called him immediately and I said, oh, sir, I have your number with me. I know that you offer courses in your institute. This is my plan. This is the future that I see. Is any of your course available to support me on this journey? And he said, yes. Unfortunately, that same day, some money came into my hand, and I just paid. So I was in Rwanda, I just paid. So when we got back to Nigeria, I started the training. It was a 7-day training. Ebon, I cried from day 1 to day 7. For me, when I'm like, you see my life outside, the next thing I just used to cry. It's just cry. So I cried. We did our tree of life. We did our jar of life. And I was like, oh my God, see my life. So I just said, you know what, Ayo, pack this. I want to help people to one side. You need help. Start with yourself. And that was how my journey started. So on the 7th day, I now walked up to Chris Owe. Then I didn't know the difference between coaching and mentoring. So I said, sir, I want you to coach me. Chris Owe said, yes, that's not a problem. Bring 1.2 million naira for me to coach you. And I said, okay, sir, no problem. I will come back. And I left. And as God, in his awesomeness, that knows me and sees my heart, and knows that I need someone to hold my hands. When we were being given mentors in the institute, they now assigned him,
As your
the
mentor.
wonderful him, Presowe, to me. Ebun, I danced that day. As in, I danced when I found that it was one, and I promised myself, I said, Ayo, work has just started. I'm going to squeeze this man. You will know that someone entered his life. And that is what I have done. He's one, he's a source that as I keep squeezing him, it keeps oozing. So he doesn't run dry ahead. So that other people can still squeeze from him. But I just made up my mind that I will take as much as I can from this man. And practically every day, Ebon, I'm not joking, since 2018, I've been in touch with Chris Forward. Practically every day, I've been in touch with him. Either a text, either a message, or a call, or a voice note, or a video message, something will go to him. And not just to get from him, because there are times I sense that he also needs encouragement. There are times I'll just send a word of encouragement to him. And there are times I'll just celebrate him. Thank you for all you do. I see you. I'm grateful. Thanks for what God has used you to do in my life. So it's not just about getting from him. There are times I also pour into him. So it's just been amazing. So that was how my self-awareness started. And I began to read books. I began to listen to books, began to watch movies, began to do so many things that had, held myself back from over the years. I opened up my heart, to grow, to knowledge, to information. And it has been an amazing journey that I'm still very much on. I was telling him, I said, when I changed my phone, it was his own chat. I backed it up. His own chat. So all the things we have ever said since I met him, he's kept. So when I changed my phone, I backed up his own conversation. Because it is not just, frivolous chats. They are information that I need on this, my journey. And I don't want to lose sight of them. So I backed it up. I back it up and I have it somewhere, resting, breathing somewhere, So it's amazing. So that was how my self-awareness journey started. I was thinking of helping other people. I found out I needed help. So I started my own journey. And then I deployed all that we were taught in that 7 days in my family. So that was where we started. So my family were my first clients. So we did all we needed to do, came up with our family vision, our values, our legend, our creed, all those things that we needed also to become better. Because what happened to me, opened all of us up to what is possible. And we all began to change and to evolve. My husband, I so much celebrate him. I so much love him. I say something. I always use this word that he's one person that is teachable. And I say it with every sense of humility. I don't want anybody to think of that word teachable as if I'm looking down on him. No, I hold him in high esteem as regards that. Because when I learn anything and I share it with him, my husband, and because when I learn, I would have practiced it out, he would have been seeing the change in my life. So when I share it with him, he's able to run along. So when I know something new, I find it so easy to share with him. And before we know it, he embraces it and we run. And when he also knows something, he shares with me because he knows I'll also embrace it and we run. So it's been just an amazing journey. So that was how my self awareness journey started. And I began to see that, wow, there is so much to life, so much to life. Yeah.
I
Thank you.
think I love the notes with which you concluded it. There's so much. There's so much to like. There's so much to learn. And if we don't make the move, we are sabotaging ourselves. You know the statistics where people say that there are intelligent people in burial ground, a lot of knowledge are in the burial ground. I don't know how they used to phrase that. They say a lot of talents are
Mm,
already in the burial ground. People have died with what is inside them, And I said there's so much to learn, there's so much to take in. And self-awareness and personal discovery. And I just said something. I could sense her trying to articulate it well so that it's not misunderstood. When she said something about her husband being teachable, her husband being teachable. Yes, I appreciate that. And she didn't say it in a derogatory way. She's just trying to say that her husband is also ready. If you have an idea, if you learn something, you say, this is it. He's ready to embrace it. And this is because she would have embodied it and she will be able to present it well. I said something when we started that she embodies the knowledge, she work it out such that you see her and you want to serve the God that she serves. You want to serve the Prince that she's serving. You want to serve the model or the model that she's running with. It is because at every point in time, she will not allow the what if and what if and all those things that we use to sabotage ourselves. So I think you are linking what this was not pre-programmed. This was not
no.
those questions were not written. And so I think you can link up my explanation of who Ayo was when I was talking about her embodying and living what she teaches. You can see that is why the man will find it easy to say, oh yeah, my wife, teach me. What do you have to teach? Right? And this is part of the things we teach to families. Wives, don't change him now. Don't force it. Can you embody it?
Yeah.
Let him see it. And he said, it's working for this girl. This girl has changed. Who will not listen to somebody that is all about peace, serenity, and progress and growth?
Mm,
Who will not want to obey that kind of a person? Right? And of course, we all know that there's no hierarchy in marriage, relationship. You're just one. And this is what I have seen Ayo embodied and displayed. Right? So I want to ask the question, and this is to help as many people that think they also want this discovery thing and all. Can you share what advice would you give to others, to people watching and people who will watch this later? Because I know that this video, the generation that are coming will watch it. So what advice? And they will find themselves in a particular situation, right? I'm seeing somebody who is despair, who is confused, just this video popping up in their radar. It works for me. I'm in a certain stage in my life, and the video of somebody will just pop up in my radar, and I just click on it and I see that that is answering it. So I see somebody listening and watching this video. So, what advice would you give to those people who may be going through the process of self-discovery and they are confused and they want to embrace their true self, just like you have done? What advice you want to give them?
What
Yeah.
what I will say is set your expectation, because I find out that resources flow in the direction of expectation, in the direction of projects. And there's something as well, that I heard Chris Forward said for so long, when we first met, that when you are ready, your teacher will show up. When you are ready, your teacher will show up. So the first thing is put yourself in that expectation mode. I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for a shift. When you do that, you find out that so many things will begin to show up on your radar. I didn't want to say that hire a coach. I didn't want to start with that because you may not have the resource, the financial resource to hire a coach. But the beautiful thing is there are so many coaches online that you can start with. So like Ebun said, someone's video will pop up on your radar and you can, you know, um, leverage on that, listen to what that person is. So you need to get yourself, put yourself in that state of expectation. This is the change that I desire. And before you know it, things will begin to happen. I can remember there was a time in my life, it was Lisa Nichols that I listened to, listen to, listen to, listen to. I listened to all that video on Lisa Nichols' show. My people in my house knew as I'm sweeping, as I'm in the kitchen, I'm hearing to welcome to Lisa Nichols' show. I'm listening to that. At some point, it was Oprah Winfrey. I listened to almost all of her videos on YouTube. At some point, it was Les Brown. These are free coaches. I don't have to pay them. And they are doing the same thing. You understand? And at those instances, I had Priswowe as my mentor. So even some of those videos, it was the one recommending them for me to watch. I watched Sadhguru Sote. I even introduced him to my husband. And my husband fell in love with him. He fell in love, as in practically in love with him. When you see him watching anything on YouTube, it is Sadhguru. When you see him watching anything, it's Sadhguru. So I did a lot of that. So those were the things I did at that point in time. Put myself in that space of I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to take it. I'm ready to debunk all those beliefs that have held me back over the years, those mindsets, that have made me not to be able to express myself fully as an individual. So yes, getting a mentor, getting coaches to hold your hands, in those various areas of your lives is very, very important because it makes the journey easier. They've walked the path. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. A lot of us, hold back and say, what will they say? Nobody is interested. Nobody is your issue is the least of their challenge. So it is you that need help. Can you show up and let them know this is me and just help me on this matter? A lot of us, we are so proud and it's amazing. We are not yet there and we are just so proud. Can we just relax? Can we just let people know that we know that have the solution to our challenge in their hands, to just hold our hands and just get out of this thing quicker? Because they've walked the path. They will give you the shortcuts. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. So it's important, your mentor, your friends as well, the people in your holy of holies, Ebun. Who are the people in there? Who are the people you call? Who are the people that they look at your frequently called persons who will show up? And what value are you adding to yourself? Are you people that you just gossip and gossip and gossip? Or you're people that you challenge each other? Oh, this is the book I'm reading at this point in time. Oh, this is the person on podcast I'm listening to. This is the course I'm working on. So those are the things, that I began to do when I started my journey. And those are the things I will encourage people to do. And part of the things I'll also say is, what are your routines? What are the things that you have put in your life? I hope I'm still on course, Ebon. Can I
Yes,
continue on this
yes.
part? Okay. So what are
Continue.
the things you engage in? I can remember when I started my journey, with my coach, we just started with the routine. So when I wake up now, I wake up with so much joy. I tell myself, the queen is awake, ready to be a blessing to our world. And I wake up with so much joy and smile on my lips. I'm so excited at this dawn. I'm so excited at the dawn of a new day. I'm so excited at all the possibilities that lie ahead of me. So I wake up so expectant, irrespective of what is happening to me. I wake up so expectant. And over the years, I've learned to be able to master and to rise above depressive emotions, because there are times depressive emotions might want to arise. But I've been able to remind yourself and create narratives that make me rise up. I ask myself, Ayo, why do you want to be down? Yes, welcome. I recognize the fact that this emotion is here. Welcome, emotion. But thank you. There's no space here. We move, we rise. And I remind myself again, and that is where gratitude comes into play again. How grateful are you? Daily, I have reasons to be thankful. I look at my life, I look at the things God have done, the things He's yet to do, and I'm just so excited in Thanksgiving. So gratitude is another thing. Affirmations. I've got my affirmation, the one I listen to, the one recorded in my voice, the one recorded in Dr. Shannon Arvin's voice, and I just pump myself. When I do all that, it just reminds me again of who I am. I have my incantations as well that I say standing and, with all my body and everything. So when I do all these things, I'm just generating positive emotions. I'm just generating, my feel good emotions are just there. So I engage meditation as well. I engage exercises, very important. Because those are the things that help me and put me in that. I can remember even throughout that time that I was low, but my exercise was one thing that remained constant. Even though I was, in that hula baloo state, it was constant. Because I knew that is very important. Then another thing is, I'm someone who is big on therapy. I believe in what I do. And I've had to pay good money to get into therapy. Good, fantastic money. Because I know what it can do. Because at some point, there's some things you can't see. And you just need someone else. And it doesn't make you less than a therapist. It doesn't. It even makes you better. Because at the end of the day, some of the tools deployed on you, you are also able to deploy on other people. So in the process of getting better, you are also helping other people to get better. So for me, therapy is key. Coaching, therapy, engaging winning strategies are just it for me. So I'm someone who is very key on coaching, who is very big on therapy. When I find out that there are things that I need, to deal with and to dig into, I check myself into, I pay. I pay. Because I know it is when I'm in that great space, that I'm able to deliver effectively what I'm supposed to deliver on. Yeah, I think I can stop here, Ebo, then.
Yeah, thank you, Ayo. The question was, what advice will you give? And she started with, set your expectation, set your expectations right. And this will be as a result of your purpose. So what do you want to achieve? What direction do you want your life to go? In the process of self-awareness and discovery and trying to put your foot on ground, what are your expectations? And When you set your expectations, resources flows in that direction for you, which
Absolutely.
makes it easier. Which makes it very easier. And that's what she said. How that some things will be coming in your radar that will help you. But don't lose it. It doesn't have to happen now. Most of the time, we just want that change and that shift to happen now. It's a journey. Bit by bit, day by day, you tend to learn and add feathers to your cap, add learnings to your journey. And before you know it, you have volume of it that you're able to share from.
With other people.
And she has also said something about um, working on yourself. And in working on yourself, what are your routines and the rituals, the things you do? She has told us now how she wakes up. So when the mood wants to be low, and she wakes up and she says, "The queen is awake." Even demons will tremble and they will
Yes.
run away. In that, we are saying that you are setting the oxytocin, the energy.
Yeah.
Everything about us is energy. Everything about us is energy. You're setting the energy in motion. You're setting the kinetic energy to potential. Send it. It's just like the bottle of Coca-Cola. When it is there, it's just sitting. But when you shake it, you see the bubbles and
That's
everything.
moving.
And that is what this routines does. You hear her talk about affirmation recorded and the
Yeah.
one she reads to herself. There are times you are low. You don't even want to open your mouth to say anything. You are just down there. But you play this affirmation to yourself. You listen to it. Maybe it's your mind that is telling you that something is wrong with you. You don't have money. I'm tired. But when you talk to that same mind, you are responding. It's
Yeah.
talking to you. You two, you are talking and you are
Mm.
listening. That's the recording. You play and you listen and you're talking to it. The oxytocin, the energy changes.
Yeah.
And this is part of the secret.
Mm.
They said professionals do or
Yes, professionals
do
do
daily what
daily what amateurs
amateurs
do once in a
do
while.
once in a while. And that is the secret. That's
Mm.
part of the secret. These people you see up there, Tony Robbins, Jeff Bezos, all these people, what you are tired of, you do it once. And you're
Mm.
just like, oh, it's not working, Jerry. They do it. And this is where
Really.
consistency comes in.
Mm.
Consistency is the mother of manifestation. When you are consistent, you keep doing it regardless. I told a client today that even if it is just for 2 minutes, you just say, I am blessed, I am this. Just talk to yourself. You have set something in motion
Mm.
instead of just keeping quiet and you're not doing anything about it. Set that energy, the energy of positivity, the oxytocin, set it in motion. And that will help you. So, on this journey of self discovery and self awareness, is not something that anybody can do for us.
Mm.
We have to
Have
put
to
in the
the
work.
work. Mm.
By the time you put in the work, it becomes part of you
Mm.
and it becomes easier for you. So I thank you very much, Ayo, for that advice. I appreciate it. So there's one question. You and I know that this life that we are, there's no way people will talk about us, people will gossip about us. And there are times that Ayo is Omoniru, Ayo
Yes.
is LQ, Ayo is this, Ayo is that. And you are like, how many is she do? Is she? Ayo, can you share with us how you arrive at all these products and how you carry yourself through the journey so that people following you, we also understand that. Okay. You mentioned it at the beginning that you're a systems person.
Mm.
And so the advantage of being a systems person, putting structure in place, and how you're able to juggle all this together. So that people will not be drinking Panadol for your headache.
Headache. Oh. For the headache, I do not have because it's not even my headache. Because I don't even have it. I don't have it. Thank you so much, Ebun, for this question. And you know what? In the course of the week, I think last week, I started doing spring cleaning on my system. I have an old system, so I'm moving on to another system. And because I'm someone who keep records, I do a lot of journaling. I was able to see something that I journaled on the 15th of June, 2013. And I'm going to read it out.
Wow.
The word of the Lord God sent to me on the 15th of June 2013 during the women's conference at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, the Ambassadors, Nairobi, Kenya, with the theme Hadassah, forgiven, purified, and accepted, through prophetess Francina Norman. I have given you a calm spirit. I have put many ideas in you. Write the vision, it shall come to pass.
Mm.
I have put many
Write the vision.
ideas in you.
Mhm.
I have put many ideas in you. Write it down. I just saw it last week, and immediately I saw it. I did a copy of it, sent it to my husband to remind him, and sent it to my coach. And the woman just looked at me and said it. She didn't know me before. So that settles all the things, all the things, all the things, all the things. What I'll say is, over the years, God has helped me to put systems in place such that even though I'm the one that pioneers something, God has helped me to be able to begin to hand over these things to people. So I wouldn't say that because people will say, oh, it is Ayo, I now want to stifle. So for instance, sometimes ago, we started Yoruba Bode Academy, an academy to teach people Yoruba. And the thing is, in the next couple of maybe 2-3 months, I will no longer be an instructor in the academy again. I've told my partner that I want to just start collecting royalty. Finito. We are putting the structure in place. It's an idea that came to me, and I saw that it is a need. People are coming in, we are having people register for it. So will I say because I'm a family life person, I will not do that? I will just sit down, be looking. The idea will just go, someone else will do it and it will fly. So you can imagine, we've birthed that. So I'm someone who is able to birth ideas and able to put structure in place. And therefore, I know my core. I'm not confused as regards who I am. I'm a family life innovator. That is, I come up with ideas in the family life space. So I'm not just boxed to one corner. Ideas come to me as regards family life. So you can't box me to one corner and just say that and just be speaking to premarital individuals. No, I will be doing myself a whole lot of disservice. So we have Omuniru. Yes, I took delivery of that idea, but it became a family business. And our children are running it now. But because I'm this kind of a person, I won't just let it be. I'll let you know, this is what we are doing now. We are doing this, or we are doing this. So I'll put this on my head and, let it fly. But our children are so very much on the Omoniru business. It has slowed down for the past 1 year, but we are picking it up in 2024 because we see opportunities here outside of the country, in Canada, in the US, in the UK. So we are going to begin to export Omoniru. But I am not confused as regards who I am. I'm a family life innovator. But I take delivery of so many ideas, as you have heard me read out. What can I do? He said he has given me a calm spirit, and that is what you see around me. Even though I do so much, you don't see my hair scattered. I'm still very much, calm and together. So that is who God has created me to be, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can remember there was a time I cried to God. I said, God, take these ideas away from me. I don't want again. I'm tired. I'm not really, really seeing traction. I told God, I said, I don't want, take them away. But I'm sure he was just sitting down there. Have you forgotten? Even though I've forgotten, I just brought this thing out when I was doing the spring cleaning. I'd forgotten. So there's nothing I can do about these ideas. The only thing I can do is the systems and the structures which He has given me the grace to put in place. So I tell people that you see me on social media, it is not me that does all the work. I have a social media team. I have 3 people working in my social media team. Who does that? There are some things I do. Maybe when I want to do my chronicles, maybe when I want to do Bloom with Ayo Lawrence, I do that. But there are some other things, and these people have poured so much in them that they know what should go out. I don't need to micromanage. I don't. They know, because they've worked with me and we've been able to develop the way we want things to run. So if you see me on Facebook, on social, on Instagram, on this, there are some things, the very generic ones, that it's not me doing them, it's my social media team. But there are some things that, when I come out, that is me, that this is I. So those are the things I've put in place to help me. Like our finances, we have our accountant that does that. It is not me. We have people that we pay to sit on our finances. Against next year, I've gotten an EA that will begin to do other admin things that I used to, because now I've gotten to a point I've been able to put the structure in place so that when someone comes in, the person just speaks from there. Because I know there are so many things God wants me to do in 2024, and I cannot continue to let all this little doing email, sending mail chip to hold me down. No. So these are the things. So yes, I can do so much. There is nothing anybody can do about that. God has graced me, and I've settled, I've accepted it. I've left the point of God, take it away. Lord, leave them there. As I back them, I hand them over to other people. As I back them, I hand them to other people. As I back them, I hand them to other people. Because some people can't take delivery of ideas like I do, but they can run with it. They can run with it. So why don't you take delivery of these ideas and simplify it? To the glory of God, I coordinate a ministry, but I've simplified it over the years with my team. And it's so easy. We know what we're supposed to do. We know the times we're supposed to meet. Then I work so much with I work so much with my calendar. So everything I'm supposed to do, I have my to-do list, my create list, to decide list. So all these things help me. I tell people I don't put anything in my head. My phone, and that is why I ensure that the phone that I have, I invested in it, because it is not just to say hello, hello. A lot of things happen on that phone. My time, my schedule is on my phone. And I make sure I sync it with the cloud so that in case anything happens, I can always, get it back. So putting structures, putting systems in place as they come to me, has really, really helped me. I have my to-do list. So I have what I'm supposed to do. I have the time I'm supposed to check this particular group. I'm supposed to check this particular WhatsApp. I'm supposed to make calls. Even to our children, because I know if you're not careful, you'll get so much engrossed and you are leaving the very important things as well outside, unattended to. So I schedule things, even time to speak with our children. They're in the uni. I schedule them. Even time Loretta is with me. I have our me time, just the two of us. Gist, talk, watch movies together. Just being intentional. I think that's what I'll just say. That in all that God has embraced me with, intentionality has come to the fore for me. Intentionality. I don't just allow things happen anywhere and anyhow. I am intentional as regards everything I'm doing. So yes, I take delivery of this. I take delivery of that. How intentional am I in executing those things? Who are the people I call on board to support me on this journey? I collaborate a lot, and Ebun. I collaborate with people because I know if I really want to go far, I need other people to work with me. If I really want to go far, there's much to which I alone can do on my own. But collaborating with people, collaborating with individuals, the business also collaborating with other organizations takes us very far. So there is nothing. People should just take it. At least now I've even read it. I've reminded myself. I've forgotten. Someone that did not know me told me. And I can see that that is exactly what has been happening to you. I've given you a calm spirit. Nobody can deny that. There's that calmness around me. There's nobody can deny. If you've worked with me, you will see it, you will experience it. I've put so many ideas in you. What can I do? So today I rest and let all the people around me to rest, should rest too. There's no cause for alarm. And one thing I know is when my body needs rest, it talks to me, and I've learned to listen. I've learned to
Wow.
listen to my body. I've learned to listen. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Ayo, for sharing. Hmm. And that was 2013, right? That's journal.
Yes,
That's the journal.
2013. That's 10 years ago. June,
That was
when I
10
was
years
wrapping
ago.
up my wilderness journey. I've even forgotten.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence that it is being brought to the fore. And I appreciate the fact that you're such a sensitive person. And this reminder is coming now because you're starting another journey. A decade has ended. Another decade, you're starting to say,
Oh,
oh, girl, I have put so many ideas in you, and he has given you a calm spirit. It's not a mistake that he made you to be a systems person that understands systems and structure, because the assignments, because of what, because of the purpose he has put inside of you. Guys, I hope you're listening. I hope you're seeing beyond how you're talking, because looping everything we have been talking about together, it all boils to purpose. Hey, my purpose is to win soul. See, everything you do is purpose. Whatever you're doing now is your purpose, and you need to pay attention to it. Maybe that is why you're feeling uncomfortable. Maybe that is why you're feeling angry. Maybe that's why you're feeling overwhelmed. Can you step back and think? Can you use this period to process what exactly is it? When you mentioned something about you are a family life innovator, family life, talking about family living. It's not just marriage. There's a
a
living.
lot.
There's a living. There are
Yes.
things you need to put, be intentional,
Yes.
systems and structure.
Yes.
I'm a mother. It's not about being a mother.
Mm,
What time do you spend with your children? What time do you
mm,
spend? How do you harmonize the living so that you don't get overwhelmed and you start shouting and screaming? And
mm,
this is something we need to pay attention. Our life is not just life. We are
mm.
living.
Yeah.
We are being.
Yes.
You have to be before you can have. You have to be before you can have. And everything is inside of you. Everything
Yes.
you need for life and godliness. He just
God has
said it.
made
This word
available
is not
to you.
only for Ayo. He has put many ideas in all of us. He has put the solution to the problems Nigeria is facing in different areas of life. You are solution to it. Do you want to pay attention and stop allowing dissonance, overwhelmingness destabilize you? I've told you this evening we're going to learn. We're going to learn, and I'm learning. I'm jotting, I'm writing down, I'm picking the signal. And please, jokes apart. When I say some people using Panadol, you can hear how she has structured everything. You don't have to have 5 or 3 people working with you. Structure, calendly, put systems and structure in place
Yeah.
so that it makes the work easier for you. The one who calls you knows that you have the ability, knows that you have the strength
Mm.
to do it. Can we stop giving excuses
Yeah.
and stop being lazy? Ayo used the word the other time, said, you need to meet people, go and meet them, don't be proud. Some of them are not even proud, Ayo. Some of us are not proud. It's just not understanding how to. And so, and just don't want to make that move. She said it. She said, make the move.
Yeah.
It will make the work
Yes.
harder for you. It will make the instead of you going through the process of learning, like it makes the work faster for
Yeah.
you. Right? I hope you are learning. If you are on this call, please drop your comments. I want to read the comments. If you're on this call, please drop your comments. If you're watching this video again, please drop your comments. Let's know this is worth your time. It's worth my time. And we ought to have talked, but you see, I'm enjoying the conversation and I
Yeah.
really
So
want to
it's
learn.
the last for the year.
Uh,
And there's a
yes,
shift coming in 2024. So we need to do it well and
so
just
we need to latch into that
yes,
energy that is
yes.
that is working. So I want to talk about your personality now.
Okay.
Are there specific aspects of your personality that you believe are commonly misunderstood?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And how do
Yes.
you want to address this misconception?
Yes. Um, because I'm someone when I sense something in my spirit, I run. And
Mm,
because the rate at which I receive things is very fast, a lot of people find it sometimes tough to catch up with me. So it's like, before we open, are you already here? So that part of me is misunderstood. What is it going on? You have you just put out this course. Before you know it, another course is
mm,
coming out. Before you know
mm,
it, you are doing a club somewhere. Before you know it, you are having a show with a comedian here. So people just don't um a lot of you can't comprehend that rate. And I just want to tell people to um just accept me. That is who I am. That is who I am. And I believe because God knows that my rate of execution is high, that's why He keeps giving me those ideas. I could remember that, my coach told me that you are one person whose rate of execution is high. Just tell Ayo. Ayo is already on it. She has come up with that thing. And you are just like, sis, what is it? We just spoke, now. So my rate of execution is high. So people can be wondering, why? And I've learned to call people to join me. We have the Bloom Lounge experience. Yourself, myself, Tolu, Coach Vinio are on it. And see the way we execute, it is seamless. We don't do meeting upon meeting. It's just so simple. It's just with grace and ease. And we just show up and everything comes out beautifully. This is the Balance Me show that we're having today. We didn't stress to do this. Just with ease, we are delivering. So when God has graced us with that ease, why don't we want to execute whatever He puts in our hearts to do? So I think that's one thing that people are a bit about me. There's nothing I can do.
Thank you, Ayo. Thank you for letting us know that this is who you are. Thank you for letting us know that our map is not the territory.
Mm,
So when I say our map is not the territory, is to say that what I know does not mean that's the same thing. Ayo should know. It does
Mm.
not limit, should now not limit Ayo to my own thinking, my own level of understanding. If she has it bigger, why not let her do it bigger
Mm.
and learn under her? Watch her and learn instead of judging. Thank you for letting us know that your antenna is very sharp.
Yeah,
When you sense it, you pick it and you run with it.
I run with it.
And the truth is, we all have that kind of antenna, but we did not activate it. We are not activating it. And so, personality, differences, human beings. That's why I use the word your map is not the territory. We are different. Our personalities are different. Our makeup is different. The way we were nurtured was different. The environment we grew up from is different. All this add together to form who we are and who we have become. It is only when we discover this, like we have a conversation like this, we are charging ourselves to say, can you look inward? There's more.
It's
There's
more.
more. There's more. Can you bring in that more that is inside you and let it play out? Then you see the universe back you up.
Mm.
So anybody you see out there, just that move. Just want you to make that move, and you will see the universe back you up. You will see yourself flying on the wings of the Most High. Thank you, Ayo, for asking us to accept you for who you are, because that is who you are. You said we should accept you for who you are, because that is who you are. That is who Ayo is. And thank you very much, Ayo, for sharing yourself with us. Thank you for your heart of kindness. Thank you for your calmness. You know, Ayo and I will fight. Oh, we
Oh
used to
yes.
fight. We are having that. We are having that conversation. We are fighting. We are arguing. And before we know it, maybe she or me will just continue. We'll just move on. We have forgotten it there. It's not a common thing. It's not common. It's an uncommon grace. I was sharing with the Sunshine Hub yesterday how that we self-sabotage. And
Mm.
I've been learning about self-sabotage in the last few weeks. How that we self-sabotage if only we allow ourselves to just allow some things to go, then you will see that life will be different. Because of the experience I have growing up and because of my marital experience, I tend not to allow anybody into my space. I set
Mm.
boundaries.
Mm.
I don't want
Mm.
friends. I just want me. But Ayo has taught me that we can be friends, argue, and we continue. And it is easy. No edges, no nerves, no anger, no bitterness, nothing.
Mm-mm.
And
And
we just pick calls and we just start talking, and that has been an amazing one. So thank you very much, Ayo,
and let me
for
say
sharing.
something, Ebun.
Yeah.
That same thing we just talked about is the same thing we deploy in my home. Myself and my husband, we can have a conversation that is a disagreement now. And the next thing we are done with this, the next we are done, like, okay, sweetheart, what are you eating? The next thing they say, oh, don't let's forget that trip that we are planning. We don't allow our differences because we are different. There's no how. We are different. He's coming from a different background. I'm coming from a different background. We've been married for 23 years. There will still be one or two things, that we'll still have to say, you know what, I don't agree on this. But it's fine. That shouldn't separate us. That shouldn't make us begin to now have animosity, a gossip, or whatever. No, we leave it there. There are times we don't even agree and we leave it there. We will revisit it again, but we don't allow unforgiveness or anger and it will now degenerate into something, something, something. No, 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 no. So for me, that is the life I have adopted as a person, to just It's okay not to agree. It's okay for you not to see what I'm saying now. It's okay. Later on, I may see even through your eyes. You may see through my eyes, but that should not stop us from enjoying the moment.
The
That should not
moment.
stop us from enjoying all those other things that we have in that relationship. No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't, even with the children. There are times I'm very upset with them, but the next minute is okay. So, what exactly are we doing? What do you need us to do for you? We need your list for school. Let us, and we're done. We've moved on, and it's not that we swept it under the carpet. We will trash it. There are two different things. The one you will sweep
Yeah.
under the carpet, we will trash it. Then we'll leave it for everybody to think and drink water on top of it. Then we'll look at other things. But we will not stop our life because of one disagreement. No, it's too little to make us not to enjoy life, to the fullest.
This
Yeah.
is this is such an amazing and a beautiful conversation with Ayodeji Lawrence. Thank
You
you,
called me a
Ayo.
fool.
Thank you. Yeah, Ayodeji Lola Lawrence.
Lọ́la Adélọ́dún, Iyọ̀lá mi kan Ọmọbọ́láńlé, Àbíkẹ́.
Opa. Thank you so much, Ayo, for
Thank
this
you so
beautiful
much, Ebun.
time
Thank you.
with
Thank
you. The last question I want to, and we wrap up with that, you just give us your closing remark, and we wrap up. As you continue to embrace your true self, what goals or aspiration do you have for the future, both personally and professionally?
Oh, wow. So, if for that one, I will actually read out something that I wrote down for you. And that's the future that I see. It will help me. I won't talk too much. So, Ayo is a renowned family life innovator with PhD in psychology and counseling, focusing on addictions and mental health. Running L Cubed International Limited, a multi-billion-dollar coaching and counseling outfit, creating life-transforming products and services needed for our world. I think that answers it. That's what I have for the
It
future.
does. It does. It does. It does. Your closing remark.
Wow. I would like to say that embrace who you are. You are imperfectly perfect. Embrace who you are. Be happy with who you are. Don't wish to be someone else. God knows why He has created you the way He has. He has put you in the family He put you in. He has placed you in that nation in this season. Just be happy with you. Be grateful. Daily be grateful for those little things. I'm someone who celebrates the little things. You would think it is, very, very, you think it's something that is so big. You would think it's something like, I celebrate little things. Someone gives me a beautiful pen. I do as if it is more than that beautiful pen. Because it is more than that beautiful pen in my eyes. Do you understand? So stay grateful, stay joyful, audit your relationship. That one, I cannot say it's too much. Audit your relationship. The people that are not going in the same direction as you are, take them to your outer court. Bring the people that you're going in the same direction in your holy of holies. Those are the people you need, the people you talk to, the people you chat with, the people you have conversations with. Very, very important. Very, very important. So audit your relationship. Be grateful. Be thankful. And like I always say, keep living,
Me
loving,
love
laughing,
and
and
laugh.
thriving. So that's it from me. That's it.
Thank you
And
very
thank you,
much,
Ebun.
Ayo.
You've been such a blessing to me. And I'm saying it publicly, Ebun, I love you. I love you with the whole of my heart. You're such a beautiful sister of mine. You've been a blessing over the years, and I know we'll do much more next year. We'll do much more
Yes,
together
we will.
next year. We don't have a choice. It is long overdue, and I know you know what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Ebu, for being yourself, for owning your own space. That's what you do in the Sunshine Hub. I see and I celebrate. Well done, sis.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you so much, Aya. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I wish everyone a happy new year in advance as we round up the year 2023. We are coming
Mm,
with a big bang in
yes.
2024. Keep your fingers crossed, guys. Keep your fingers crossed. We're going to go on a beautiful journey
Yes.
together as we grow and evolve together on this journey of life. Thank you very much,
Mm.
Ayo. I love you too. I love you so, so much. I love you so much. You know, this Ayo, there are times she will just call 3 a.m. I'll be like, Auntie, did you check the time? It is 3 a.m.
When I
our
have
own
my
time
when I
here.
have my brain waves, when I
Yeah, you're
have my
such a
brain
lovely
waves.
person.
Thank
You're such a
you.
lovely
Thank you so
person, and
much,
I
everyone.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Yemisi Laguju. Yes, it's going to be a great 2024.
Yes,
This
indeed.
time, 2024, December 2024, I will look out for you, Yemisi. Thank you very much. Thank you, Esther Olaguju. Thank you, everyone. And if you're watching this again, thank you very much for watching. Please pay attention to the learnings and let us evolve together
Mhm.
on this
Yeah.
journey. It's not about anybody. It's not about anybody. It's about you. You are the constant here. You
Mm.
are the constant, and you need to pay attention to yourself. Be intentional
Yes.
about everything you do, regardless of what anybody have to say or what anybody feel about you. Pay attention to you, because
Mm.
everything you need for life and godliness is already inside of you. Remember, I said it. Set your expectations. Set your expectations, and you will see that resources will flow in your direction.
Mm.
Remember also, consistency is the mother of manifestation. Start it, the little steps. Start taking the little steps, and you will be amazed. Thank you very much, Aya. With this, we come
Namaste.
to the end of the show, and the last show for the year 2023. Yes, Florence, new me in
Yeah.
2024. Yes, 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 yes. New me in 2024. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye. See you in 2024.